Awesome. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am so excited to have you guys join us tonight. We are going to be sharing some information that has transformed the lives of the people that have invited you on, myself, my leadership team, and I am excited to show all of this information to you because I know if it transformed our lives, it can do the same for you. Now, you may be here to get some information on improving your health, maybe improving your financial situation, or finding smarter ways to travel the world. But we have all of the information here for you guys tonight. Now, before we get started, a lot of the reasons why people come to us is because most of us are struggling in two areas, health and finances. And that is because the way the world is right now, it's just getting a little crazy, right? So if you are like me, if you are a busy millennial mom and millennial grandma, I just realized I'm old enough to be a grandma. That wasn't sitting very well with me. Um, so if you are a millennial mom, a millennial grandma, and you're tired, you're stressed, you are trying to stay active, you're trying to work out, you're trying to walk, you're trying to eat healthy, you're trying to go to the gym, you're counting your macros, and every time you step on the scale, the number stays the same, and sometimes it even goes up. So that's not fun, right? And you feel like you're doing everything right and it's not working. Or maybe you're doing fine health wise, and maybe your bills are paid and your gas tank is full and your fridge is full, your cabinets are stocked, and you're doing okay. And then all of a sudden your kids come up to you and they're like, Mom, I want to be in soccer and I want to do basketball and I'm ready to start cheer and dance. And now you're scrambling and trying to figure out, how am I going to pay for cleats? How am I going to pay for uniforms? How am I going to pay for registration fees? How am I going to pay for equipment? How am I going to figure out how to travel to all of these places that my kids now want to go do tournaments and competitions? That's an unexpected expense that falls on people's laps. And sometimes they don't have that extra income to just tackle that when your child just wants to be ambitious and do all these wonderful things, right? And so we all know that costs are rising. We're not getting less busy. And most of us just don't have a contingency plan for those unexpected things that fall in our lap. So now, before I get started, I want to ask you this. If nothing has changed for you in the next 1 to 3 years, if your health and your financial situation is exactly the way it is, are you where you want to be? So I want you to think about that, because the person that I was describing was me 8 months ago. I was that person who was doing everything right. I was counting my macros. I was trying to go to the gym. I was working with a nutritionist. And every time I would stand on the scale, I was gaining weight. I was like, what the heck? My son just started flag football. My other son wants to do basketball, and they're both in karate. And I'm trying to figure out how to manage all of that. And I am probably one of the busiest people you will ever meet. My day starts at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it doesn't end until about 10 o'clock at night. And I am busy all the way through. But I said yes anyway, even though I was ridiculously busy, even though I didn't know how I was going to make it work. I said yes, and it was the best decision that I ever made in my life. It has transformed me, my health. It has transformed my finances. It has made me the healthiest I've ever been. And it has opened me up to a community of wonderful, phenomenal people that I never would have met. One of them that I just love so much, and she's actually on this session right now. I would never have met her if I didn't say yes. And she is just true and dear to my heart. And I don't know how I've gone this long without having her in my life. And so that's something that I want to present to you guys tonight, because if you don't say yes and you are where you are 5 years from now, I mean, is that really where you want to be? So we are going to share the systems tonight that have helped me cash checks, that have given me the financial freedom that I've been looking for, pays for my car, and allows me to jump up and travel with my family on a whim without it having to be on my credit cards or me sitting in front of my computer trying to figure out how to create money to make this happen. So, are you guys ready to dive in? we're going to dive in and we're going to talk about the company that has transformed my life, just like I know it can for you. So I am going to share my screen and we're going to learn all about it. All right, can you guys see my screen? Okay, so the company that I have found is called Trenant. And Trenant is actually a French word and it means to change lives. And this is a solid foundational company that has been founded since 2013. It is a debt-free company and they pride themselves on innovative, high-impact health products. But the one thing that I want you to see on this slide is the legacy here. So they have won 500 Inc. for multiple years. And just this last couple of years, they have just earned Inc. 5000. They are growing all over the world. And the community that I've never thought that I would actually find people near and dear to my heart that live in whole different countries. And the person that's on with me is actually one of the top leaders of our Canadian company. So she is actually from Canada. And
Oh my, that hurts my ear.
what's that? Oh, Christine's on. And so you can see all the flags on this screen. This is how far Trenant has impacted the lives of billions of people on this earth, and for good reason. So they've, I just lost my words. They prioritize themselves on 3 pillars: health, wealth, and community. So their mission is to impact and better people's health, give them financial freedom, and give them the opportunity to make an impact on the world and make a difference in the community. And they want to change the lives of what do they say? They want to change the lives of billions of people in the next 50 to 100 years. I think that's what their mission is.
Our mission is to impact 1 billion lives for good in our first 30 years.
Yes,
We're
thank you. A billion lives
currently
in the first
13
years.
years in. We're 13 years in
I
now.
love it. I love it. Now, these are the products that Trenant focuses on. So they focused on high quality products that reach a wide variety of people and their personal health goals. So they have products that go over fitness, energy, vitality, weight management, beauty, and overall wellness. They are locally manufactured. They use no synthetics or fillers. They're GMP certified and they're all free of GMOs. They're tested and they follow FDA guidelines. So they pride themselves on high quality products that are going to actually make a difference in your body and show you the results that you're looking for. So I'm going to go over 3 of my favorite products, and these are the ones that have transformed my life and the reason why I said yes to being a rep for this company. And the first product is called Enrich. Before I get started with that, though, I want to share a little bit of facts that I have learned being in this company from very knowledgeable leaders that I have learned from. So one thing that I have learned is that 8 out of 10 people suffer from poor gut health. 88% of people have poor metabolic health. And the reason why people our age, so if you're 35 and over and you're trying to lose weight and it's not working for you, it is because your gut health is not where it needs to be. It's completely off. And what happens is your gut and your brain have to connect in order for your metabolic function to work. And if your gut is off, it can't connect to your brain and do that triangulation to get your body where it needs to go. And typically, if you are suffering from poor gut health, you typically have autoimmune disorders. You're suffering from mental health issues. You have skin issues, sleep issues, weight issues. You have maybe bathroom issues, and maybe your gallbladder is not exactly where it should be. And when your gut is off, everything is off. So if you expect to have any type of high functionality in your body, the first thing you have to do is take care of your gut. And so one of the first products that I want to highlight is called Enrich. Enrich is a digestive enzyme, and it is made up of 11 different digestive enzymes, pre and probiotics, and it is designed to help break down the food properly in your body. Did you also know that our body is not meant to break down processed foods? And most of the foods that we eat are processed. And some of you might say, oh, no, I don't eat processed foods. I cook whole foods in my house. I also learned that when you cook your food, when your food gets to a certain temperature, all of the natural enzymes in your food are cooked out and it still can't be processed in your body. So when you have a digestive enzyme, it's going to allow you to break down the carbs, the fats, the proteins, and the sugars. It's going to be able to extract all of the nutrients in your body and get rid of all of the things that your body does not need in a proper way. And I'm going to show you right now how this works. Are you guys ready for some science? Because I'm going to do a fun science experiment. I'm going to pull my camera down just a little bit. So I'm going to show you. This is just a regular snack pack pudding, okay? This is going to represent the food in your gut. So you just had your dinner, and this is the dinner that you ate, and it's in your gut right now, okay? So it's just a regular pudding. Nothing is done to it. So I'm going to lift that up just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take I'm going to sacrifice my liquid gold here. And I'm going to show I'm going to put 2 of these in here. I don't know if you can see this. Let me lower my camera just a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to break up two of these. Okay. So this is you taking Enrich, so that's in there. And now I'm just going to mix this in to the pudding. And now what's going to happen is this is what's going to happen in your gut. So it's going to take the food and it's going to break it down and make it digestible. Because without this is how it stays in your gut. And it has to find a way to push its way through your gut lining out of your body. And it's a little bit harder when it's thick and mushy like that, right? So I've only been stirring this for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and it's already transforming before my very eyes. So when you get your gut in check, it's going to allow you to communicate with your brain, because your brain and your gut are connected by the central vagus nerve. And when your gut is finally working again, it's going to allow itself to communicate with your brain. And then it's going to be able to function and get your metabolic health in line. Okay, how long have I been mixing this? Not very long, right? So this is with the digestive enzyme. So you saw the pudding before. Are you guys ready for this? Check that out. So this is what's going to happen when you use Enrich and what it does to your gut. Now, some people may be thinking, Val, I don't need anything liquefied in my body. Thank you very much. However, it is not designed to make anything run through you. It is designed to create your gut and make it to where it needs to be. So I'm going to be real. If you suffer from constipation, it's going to soften your stools just enough so you have a healthy stool. And it's going to do the quite opposite too. So if you suffer from chronic diarrhea, it's actually going to harden yourself. It's going to harden your stool enough to where your stool is actually a healthy consistency. And that is what's going to allow your body to properly digest your food and connect your brain to your gut. So this is the first piece of the puzzle. So there's multifacets for digestive and metabolic health. The second part is Transform. Now, this is a plant-based enzyme. And what it does is it converts the carbs and sugars in your food, in your gut, into soluble fiber before it gets a chance to hit your bloodstream. And what happens is when we eat high carb, high sugar foods, our glucose will spike and then it will drop. And it will spike and drop and spike and drop every time you eat a high carb meal. And what happens is it's going to put your body into insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, and then eventually a full type 2 diabetic diagnosis. And typically, most of us don't even get flagged for insulin resistant and pre-diabetes until it's too late and it's already a type 2 diabetes diagnosis. So when you have something like this in your body, it's going to extract the glucose and the sugars, and it's going to convert it into that fiber. It's going to push it through your digestive tract and take it out of your bloodstream. Now, when that happens, it's going to allow your body to go into, oh, let me see if there's anyone that can be muted. It's going to allow your body to go into fat burning mode, because what happens when your carbs and sugars are in your body is too busy trying to store that into fat instead of burning fat. So when you take that out, it allows you to burn fat. Now, when you burn fat, it's also going to stabilize your glucose. So if you look at this slide here, there was a case study of people who tried this enzyme, and they used a continuous glucose monitor, and they tracked all the same meals that they ate with and without Transform. When they ate their meals without Transform, their blood sugar was peaking at about 170. When they were using Transform, their blood sugar peaked at only 137. So it clearly showed that the glucose is stabilized. When your glucose is stabilized, your energy is higher and you don't feel so tired after you're eating big meals. And when that happens, it's starting to connect the dots, right? So this is going to digest your food. This is going to start putting you in fat burning mode. And now we need a third piece of the puzzle. Are you guys ready for the third piece of the puzzle? That's going to be our activate. Now, how many of you guys have heard the infamous GLP-1? Now, GLP-1 is all the rage right now. It's $1 billion industry, and most of the GLP-1s that are on the market are synthetic. And when you put a synthetic GLP-1 in your body, what that's doing is it's creating GLP-1 for you, and it's not training your body to make it on its own. And really, GLP-1 is actually a hormone in your gut. So remember, we're getting that gut to brain connection. It's a hormone in your gut that tells your body that it's full. So it tells you that you're full, and it makes the hunger noise kind of go away. So if you are a mindless eater like me, if I'm bored, I'll just naturally go to the cabinet or the fridge and I'll start pulling out snacks, and I'll just eat without even being hungry. And if I'm eating something that's really tasty, I'll keep eating it even though I should have stopped eating a long time ago. And that's because as we age, our GLP-1 starts to drop and we don't produce it as much. So when we teach the body how to create GLP-1 naturally, then we're going to be able to lose weight and keep it off. Because what happens with the synthetic GLP-1s, when you get off of them, what happens? All the weight comes back tenfold because your body doesn't know how to create it. And so it's just like, oh, the GLP-1's gone. What do I do? Oh, just kidding. I'm back in fat storage mode. I need to keep the fat back in my body. And that is where this comes in. So this is called Activate, and it is a delicious drink that you drink. And what it's going to do is it's going to naturally activate the GLP-1 in your body. It's going to eliminate the food noise. It's going to keep you fuller longer and fuller faster, but it also does something else. This is also going to activate your AMPK. Now, your AMPK is also, correct me, Jen, it's a hormone in your brain, correct? Or your gut?
Not a hormone, it's an enzyme, actually.
Enzyme. So it's an enzyme, and that's what's going to boost your metabolism, and it's going to kickstart your metabolism, put you in fat burning mode. So the GLP-1 makes you fuller, longer, faster, and the AMPK jumpstarts your body. It takes you out of fat storing mode and puts you in fat burning mode. And so this is what's going to work together to get you where you want to be. So triangulate. So again, so this digests your food, this stabilizes your glucose, and this stops you from storing fat, because when your AMPK is activated, you can't store fat. And guess what this also does? This lowers your cortisol. And when your cortisol is lower, you're not producing as much fat, and that muffin top that we've all grown to hate as we've grown older starts to dissipate because your cortisol levels are dropping. So this is what's going to get you in that metabolic health that we've all been hoping for. This is the missing piece of your puzzle that you've been crying for, that I've been crying for, when we say that we don't know what the heck is wrong with our body and what are we doing wrong and why am I doing all the right things. This is what's missing, because sometimes we're doing all the right things, but there's still things in our body that need a little bit of extra help. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like with real people who have used this daily health system. Now that's me in the middle, the August to January. I'm 12 pounds down, 7 inches down, and I have felt the most healthy I've ever felt. I actually saw a picture of myself on my Google camera when I was making dinner. And I was like, oh my Lord, that was me. I definitely feel a lot better in my body. I feel a lot better overall. Um, as you can see, so have so many different people that have tried this system. They've really seen visible results. And I'm telling you, I've gotten text messages just yesterday of people that have tried this system and they've texted me and told me, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. This is amazing, because they're already feeling the effects and they've only been on it for 5 days. So this is amazing. So this is the first pillar. The first pillar is our health products. Now we have so many more health products that we can go into. I'm only going to highlight these 3 today, but next 2 Saturdays from now, I'll highlight some more. But we also have a second pillar. So once our health is where we want it to be, we're in our swimsuits, we feel good, we look good, we're ready to travel the world, right? However, sometimes that's a little bit hard, especially when we don't have the residual income to be able to just up and go places, unless you have a system that gets you traveling smarter. And that is the second thing that we have, which is our travel platform. So what Trinot has created is a membership made to have you travel the world at up to 65% cheaper than leading competitive websites that are found. So this is going to get you condos, cruises, hotels, resorts, car rentals, and so much more. So this is a monthly membership that you'll pay. So you'll pay $65 a month. However, if you maintain an active 12-month membership, Trinot will award you with a free vacation that's going to be valued at up to $2,000. So if you find yourself using this membership and you're not traveling as much as you thought you were going to travel, it's okay, because if you're paying your monthly membership, you're going to put in about what, $879 in 12 months. And then it's going to come back with a $2,000 voucher. So think of it as a savings plan with interest. And then you can pick over 3,000 locations around the world where you can have a free vacation. So my 12-month membership, I believe, is up in October. I'm taking my son to Jamaica for his 10-year birthday, and I'm doing that for free with my travel voucher. So that's amazing. Now, not only can you get that free travel voucher at 12 months of having a membership, but look at all the savings that you can save just traveling with Trinot. Now, these are all people on our team that have went on these real vacations and they've compared it to those leading competitive websites, and look at how much they have saved. So there are people who have saved 5,000, 2,000. Disneyland, don't even get me started. Those hotels can be pricey, and you are saving so much, $500, $85 a night. You are saving $300, $600, $1,300. And I do know that Jen tends to use the condos more than the hotels, and those are even more savings when you are doing the condos. We're actually going to be going to our annual convention in Utah, and we were looking at car rentals. So the car rental enterprise was going to charge me $500 for the trip, and I was looking at Trinot and it was only $300. So $200 savings just on a car rental. So we have the health products that are going to get your health in line. We have the travel platform that's going to get you all over the world traveling with your family in a smart way. And the last thing that we're going to talk about is how you can travel the world, you can get your health where you want it to be, and make money doing it. And one of my favorite leaders always says, money doesn't buy happiness, but being broke doesn't either. But what money does buy is options. And I'm going to introduce the phenomenal Jen Laurie. She is one of our top leaders, again, in our Canadian branch. And she is going to go through how you can turn this into a business where you can earn an additional stream of disposable income to do with what you want and have the financial freedom that you've always been looking for. So go ahead and take it away.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, Val. And you guys, Val is leading the way. She is a trailblazer. And so I'm just so blessed to have her as part of our community. We are so blessed. Her leadership is amazing. her ability to just step up, say yes, and go, like put me in, coach, I'm in, I'm doing this. Her vision for the future, her vision for what this business is building for her family, her community, and every one of you is so huge. So keep following because she's leading the way. But my job today is to share a little bit more about how you can create income with the amazing things that Val talked about. I'm going to jump back to travel for a minute, though, because we've been doing some exploring on those 3,000 trips. And we found out that the voucher you get is not a dollar amount, but actually dependent on what trip you choose. And we've been playing around in the website on how like because there's a list of over 3,000 vacations that you can take that are included. And some of them are valued anywhere from three to five to $6,000. So I'm like, sign me up. That's the best savings plan you could ever get. I mean, nowhere else are you making that kind of like interest on your money, right? And I'm going to travel every year. So I just wanted to jump in and say that. And yeah, I love the condos. The condos are giving you access to timeshares all over the world that you don't have to buy into and you don't have to sit through presentations. You just get access through this site. How cool is that? So I love that. So we have a system where when you get started, first of all, I just want to ask you a question. I want to ask you guys a question. When you go out to dinner and you have a phenomenal experience, the service is amazing, the food is just delicious. It actually arrives hot at your table when you're ready to eat it. And you just have this amazing experience. Do you tell anyone about it? Do you post about it on social media? Do you call your best friend and be like, oh my gosh, date night, you need to go check this place out because it's amazing. We are human. We love sharing things that we see value in. Would you guys agree? Give me a thumbs up if you agree that as humans, we share when we find something that we enjoy and love. And that's what this is all about. So when you have your very own customized website that you don't have to manage or pay extra for. Let me tell you, as a business owner, it can cost thousands of dollars to get a website set up. And then annual fees and insurances and all the things. So you can get started and then you would have your own website and you would be able to share with others. And every time someone purchases from your website, and let me tell you, Val, is your Activate on auto ship?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So every month, because when you find something you love, you don't want to live without it. It goes on auto ship. And though I will say, I love that our auto ships are not like locked in. They're more of like a subscription where you get discounts for shipping when you're on subscription. But honestly, I don't want to rely on my memory to reorder and I don't want to run out. So I'm always on subscription. So you can make money right from your website, or you can, and not or, and you can also invite people to be part of this community and where you can create a team, a sales force where you are creating a distribution online. And with that distribution, you can create part-time income, sometime income, full-time income, and extraordinary income, whatever you decide, because you get to run at your pace. I absolutely love that this business is designed for everybody. So everybody has the ability because it's not a huge investment. I have been a franchise owner in the past, and we invested thousands and tens of thousands of dollars just to get started, just to open the door, and it took 3 years to get a return on investment. A lot of hours put in. What I love is this is available to all people because it's a low investment to start. You're really just picking a product pack that you're going to get your own health experience out of. And then you just are going to be using the products you use and be sharing them with others and get paid to do so. I absolutely love that. Now, if you're not ready to jump into that level, you can be a customer. Absolutely. Whoever invited you to watch this video, they would love to share a link with you so you get started on your health journey, or maybe you're looking at, upcoming travel that you want to save on. I mean, start getting those, accumulating those 12 months now. You're going to go on an extraordinary vacation in the next year. But there really is just no risk with this. It's about getting your health back. It's about getting your finances in check, and it's super easy to get started. So we actually have three starter packs that you can choose from. And I think Val's going to bring them up here. So we have three starter packs that you can get started with. And with those three starter packs, you could get the three products that Val talked about tonight, right? For only $2.99. And when you come on with that, you actually can get activated with the travel collect or the travel website also at a discount. So that's cool too. When you do buy one of these bundles, you get access to the travel site at a discount. So we have three different. If you're just kind of getting your toes wet and you're just dipping them in the pool, maybe you're just going to start with a starter bundle. You just want to like feel it out, have your own experience with the products. Or maybe you're like, actually, I've been looking for a way. I've been looking for a way to make more money. I've been looking for a way to create an impact. Maybe the Elite Builder Bundle is going to be where you want to go, because that is going to help you get your very first bonuses. It's going to help you get an experience with all the products and be able to have so much of it that you're going to be able to share with others, so the people around you can start experiencing it as well. And so super easy to get started with these three bundles. And I'm going to just drop it here too. If you are a fast runner and you have big dreams and big goals for your family, we have builder bonuses incentive happening right now. So this builder bonus incentive, you can run with and create an extra $37,000 in your first 9 months in business just by following the path that we have set forth. One of the greatest things that I love about this business is like a business in a box, because we have the systems in place already. You're not having to recreate anything. You jump in, you plug and play, we coach you through it, and you just talk to the people. You talk to the people, you bring them to the information, and they get to decide if they're ready for a health experience for themselves. So we are so excited that so many of you jumped on tonight. Thank you so much. And Val, you did a wicked job. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about the Jeep. I should probably pause for a minute and talk about the Jeep here for a second, because Val mentioned that she is also driving a Jeep. I'm driving a Jeep. Lots of our community members are driving a Jeep, because at the very first step up in this business, you can get paid to drive a Jeep. And so I absolutely love that that piece of it. But here you can see that this is just all based on volume. So remember that I called it an online distribution. You are creating an online distribution that multiplies the longer you're there, the more you put your work ethic to work. And as that volume grows, your paycheck grows. So maybe you're looking at this and you're like, look at the green line. This is a monthly base pay. You think about like, where do you want to sit? I want you to think about it. Is it just an extra like $500 a month, an extra $2,000 a month, an extra $5,000? Maybe you want to go big for the $20,000 a month. I don't know. Think about what that looks like, because I would love the opportunity to get on a call with you and Val and be able to sit down and show you the roadmap to that, to see if you really want to take it serious and go all the way. But again, thank you so much, Val. You are an amazing leader in the industry, in our community, and we absolutely love it. So whether you want to walk in and dip your toes in just to learn a few things, whether you want to skip and gain momentum and unlock bonuses, or you want to run all out, we've got everything you need to build big. Your pace, your business, your success, whatever you choose, our system and our tools, your reward is waiting. So we hope to be able to welcome you to our community really soon. And we can't wait to cheer you on along the way and help guide you to your success in your dreams.
Thank you, Jen. I really appreciate you popping in and supporting me. This just goes to show you the phenomenal leadership that we have on this team. I messaged her yesterday telling her, hey, I'm going to do a presentation. Can you want to jump in and help me? And she just jumped in just like that. 24 hours notice, not maybe not even that, maybe it was less than that. So they are willing to drop what they're doing if it means supporting the people on their team. And that just goes to show you the phenomenal community that you will be welcomed into with open arms. And whoever invited you on this call tonight, if anything resonated with you, reach out to the person who invited you and we can chat with you just a little bit more on whatever it is that resonated with you, whether it's the health, whether it's the travel, whether it's that additional stream of income. And we are happy to chat with you just a little bit more. So remember, one of my other uplines say, you are in a business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. And you will have a beautiful team that will be with you every step of the way for whatever it is that you need to get you successful in building this business. Because this may look like it's too good to be true, but I can tell you right now, I personally work with people that I've talked to that are all the way up to Blue Diamond. It is not too good to be true. It is 100% realistic. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to follow the systems and be coached and get where you want to be. Thank you so much for jumping on with us tonight. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your evening. I can't wait to talk to more of you a little bit more about this. And you guys have a phenomenal Saturday. Take care.